Yo, what is going on, guys? Alpha Gardening here. Today we're back with another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the best loadouts for Warden of the Nothing Grandmaster. Now if you don't know much about the Warden of the Nothing Grandmaster, it has all three champions, which is Overload, Anti-Barrier, and Unstoppable, which makes it very difficult on Grandmaster. So we're going to show you all of the best loadouts on all three characters, Hunter, Warlock, and Titan, to see if I can help you guys out with those loadouts. So let's get right into it. So starting off, we're gonna start off with our Titan. Now the Titan, I highly recommend using the Unstoppable and Anti-Barrier with Anarchy. So that's the mods we're gonna have on this one, as you can see. But for supers, let's go through the super. Definitely gonna have Void Wall in Middle Tree, and definitely Towering Barricade. Rally Barricade isn't as good as it used to be. It definitely isn't a crutch down anymore like it was during Leviathan. And the catapult is very good too, but really jump is all preference. Doesn't really matter. There's not much jumping puzzles in this, so it doesn't really matter which super or jump you use. But middle tree is definitely the way to go, while using Ursa Frosa. So when adds shoot your sentinel shield, you create orbs and you get super back, so you can just keep trading them off between teammates, and it's just very good. For weapons, I'm using a sniper rifle, a pulse, and Anarchy. Anarchy is very good for Grandmasters because you can just shoot two and then start worrying about ads around you while it's doing DPS to the boss. Pulse Rifle doesn't matter which rolls, and Succession doesn't really matter which roll. Let's go through the armor. That's really the main reason why we're here. The armor I'm using is high recovery and all that good stuff. We want to use Sniper Rifle, Ammo Finder, and Grenade Launcher and Ammo Finder, which works for Anarchy. But honestly, this is just preference or a suggestion, so whatever weapons you're using, make sure you have Ammo Finder, Ammo Reserves, and Ammo Scavengers for those weapons you're using. On here, we're going to have Shield Break Charge and our Unstoppable and Anti-Barrier. It's pretty simple. Again, have your Sniper Rifle Reserves and Grenade Launcher Reserves, or whatever reserves you want for your weapons you're using. Make sure you have Shield Break Charge again, so you can keep stacking up that Charge of Light. Make sure you have your Scavengers for your weapons. And if you have the Artifact, you can actually get bonus reserves when you pick up special ammo for a Sniper Rifle. And then on here, since this Grandmaster has a lot of champions, you definitely want to make sure you're up with special. So since you can trade off supers with Ursa Frosis and it can generate a lot of orbs, you can probably use Special Finisher and just get those orbs right back, or that 1/3 of your super back. And then obviously you can use Bomber, or you can use Distribution, or whatever you want to use. But yeah, that's the Titan. If you also, during the Grandmaster, if you want to get a better chance of getting the Nightfall reward, just put Prosperity on your Ghost. And if you are short on Glimmer, always run this. Grandmaster gives you a lot of Glimmer. Yeah, that's the Titan. So let's go to the Warlock. And here we are in our Warlock. So let's check out our Warlock setup. Now for the Warlock, you're going to be wanting Izanagi, a hand cannon, and a rocket launcher. Obviously this is just suggestions, but I think Izanagi is very good for Grandmasters. Does a lot of good DPS to the boss and champions. Super, you're definitely going to want to use Well, or you can use Nova Bomb with Devour and the Bomb Tree Nova Bomb. Well, so you can basically just use bigger grenades, and it's just very good. I highly suggest not using Blink if you do end up using that super. But for what super I highly suggest is using Middle Tree, which is Well. Using solar grenades, Healing Rift, of course. Healing Rifts are very good in Grandmasters. You can just pop them on a res and just get the res easily. Burst Guy, but again, it's just all preference for whatever jump you want to use. So let's go over our armors. For exotic piece, I'm going to be using Phoenix Protocol, which means whatever kills we get in the well, it returns that super energy back to me. So if I get a lot of kills in the super well, which this Grandmaster does have a lot of ads in it in some points, so you can just keep getting your super back over and over and over again. So obviously, just like in our Titan, we're going to have our Ammo Finders and our Scavengers. And actually on our Warlock, this is going to be a little bit different on the chest piece, but I'll get there in 2 minutes. On the gauntlets, you're going to want to have your Anti-Barrier and Unstoppable hand cannon. But I don't know if what the elements are for arc shields or shields in this. I'm pretty sure it's just void, arc, void and arc. There may be some solar, so don't quote me on that. But just have unstoppable and anti-barrier and unstoppable hand cannon, just like your weapons. So for the chest piece, since this Grandmaster has a lot of Vex on it, I highly suggest using Void Resistance. That means you can protect you from the Void nades, they can protect you from the Void shots, and they can protect you from every Void thing, or at least incoming Void damage from anything that shoots you that has Void damage. Also Sniper Resistance, because there are some Scions that snipe, and there are some Goblins that can snipe you. And just having Taking Charge when you become Charge of Light by picking up an orb. Very useful. Obviously you want to have your scavengers on, and obviously when you're using Izanagi you want to use high energy fire. That's basically when you get while charged light you gain bonus weapon damage. So that means when you're charged with light, which you can get by picking up an orb because of this chest piece, you can, with Izanagi and this thing can destroy adds. And finally with this, you just want to you can use whatever you really want on this item. Let me know down in the comment section below what loadout you use on your bonds. There's a lot of good combos you could use in here. You can always have global taking charge. You can always have special finisher. You can never go over too much special finishers. Highly suggest not using the punch finishers. Those aren't really that helpful. These ones aren't really helpful. These are just guard salvation things. I don't know if high energy fire stacks. If you do know if it stacks, let me know in the comment section below, because that would be really helpful. But yeah, and also the same thing with your ghost here. You can always put a high glimmer and always put the prosperity vanguard thing to get an additional legendary drop in the Grandmaster, which you can get an additional drop of the weapon you're going for, which could be Shadow Price, Swarm, or Palindrome. But that's the Warlock, so let's finally go to the Hunter and see what we got there. Here we are finally with the last character, and that is going to be the Hunter. You're going to be saying, where's the Overload? We don't have Overload yet, we haven't done that yet. Well, here it is. Divinity, if you don't know yet, Divinity can stagger Overload champions. And the reason I put this on the Hunter is a very good reason. I'll tell you guys all in a bit, but let's go over the super first. First you want to use is Bottom Tree Night Stalker, which means you can shoot multiple tethers and throw an invisible bomb, which can get everybody. I highly suggest using Vortex or Void Wall. Spike grenades are very easy for the enemies to dodge, but Void Wall and Vortex are very good. Now usually I just say use what kind of dodge you want, but in this one you really want to use Gambler's Dodge, because whenever you dodge you can get your smoke bomb back. Excuse me. And with the exotic we're using, that'll be paired up very well. Now, as usual, any jump you want, I highly recommend using triple jump since you're not using stompies right now. But for the weapons, use messenger or a pulse, divinity, and again a rocket launcher with chain reaction. So let's go over our mods. Again, we have our ammo finders in the first slot. We have our unstoppable in the second slot, and since the overload is on divinity, that means we have a second slot. So I just use fastball, or you can always just use like a dexterity, or you can just use a hand cannon loader, or whatever you're using, or a loader. Now this is where it comes in handy. See, Sixth Coyote means you gain a second dodge charge. Now you really want to get your mobility up. I haven't put any mobility mods on my character here because I don't want to mess up the build for PvP. But you really want to get your mobility really high so you can keep dodging. And if you keep dodging, you keep getting invisible smoke bombs. It's because of bottom tree and the bottom dodge. Again, you want to have your scavengers taking charge. Whenever you have an extra force slot, you can put it on. Just make sure you put something in there. Those things will come in handy. Very, very, very handy. Now in here, you're definitely going to want to use focusing lens. Now, not focusing lens, something else. I don't have it on my artifact right here, but it's called Sundering Glare. That means rapidly precision hit gain against distant companions, weaken them for a short duration. So what that means while using Divinity at a far range, that means it weakens the adds for the champions for your teammates to take them out easier than expected. Now you definitely want to use that on your cloak, or you can use that on anything, but whenever you're using divinity, you're definitely going to want to use focusing Sundering Glare. Then on here again, you can just put whatever you want. I put Powerful Friends on, but so I can get high mobility. We can always just put like Taking Charge, or we can put Empowering Finish, or we can high energy fire, or even you can put like a few the special finishers on if you really wanted to. But that's really up to you and your preference. So yeah, those are the three loadouts for each character, or one loadout for each 3 characters. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be posting more videos like this for each Grandmaster, so make sure you put notifications on to see the loadouts for all the other Grandmasters, and you can get your own Grandmaster completion. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.